Hi guys, this is Thomas and welcome back to the channel. Today we want to talk about how do we know if a property is overpriced or not. So the first thing we always look at is our budget. Regardless of how cheap the property is, for as long as it's something beyond what we can afford, it exceeds our budget, it is overpriced. Always remember, a good property with insufficient holding power makes a bad equation. But if it is something that you can afford, you should not just be looking at the value, you should be looking at the future growth potential instead of the price. Let me give you an example. Let's say today I'm in the market looking to buy a watch. The purpose of the watch is just to tell the time. Now I could choose to go for this Seiko watch which cost me $600, or I could go for this watch that would cost me $16,000. So like what I said in the first point, for as long as I can afford it, above and beyond just looking at the price of the product serving the same function, I should look at the future potential of both the items. Now this watch right here, 5 years ago would cost me $16,000, and today this watch is worth $45,000. Whereas on the other hand, this watch that cost me $600, today if I'm gonna try to sell it on Carousel, I can probably get back $200 to $300 for this watch. Which brings me back to my point. Both items serve the exact same function of being able to tell the time. One is significantly more expensive than the other. But that doesn't make the expensive watch an overpriced item, because over the years, I'm able to get a higher return from this watch instead of this watch. But of course, with all that being said, it all boils down to affordability, buying something that you can afford, being prudent, and understanding that holding power is key when it comes to real estate. So to sum it all up, I know it's ironic, but it's the truth. When it comes to property, an overpriced property is something with very little growth potential. A property can be marketed at a low price, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee that the price is going to go up in the future just because you're buying it cheap today. For as long as this property is something that you can afford, always look at the future potential growth instead of just the price. That's all I have for you today on how to identify properties that are overpriced. If you have any other topics you want me to cover, feel free to reach out to me at Thomas Tong Real Estate on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'll see you in the next video.